Hey YouTube, my name's Kesava, and today I'm going to show you how to make a multiplayer game from scratch in FPS Creator. So this software is a really good software, and it's developed by a company called the Grain Creators. So let's start off with how to make a game from scratch. So here you could see it says add new prefab, and if you don't see that, you can go down here and click prefabs. So you click on add new prefab and you pick the type of room you want. So there's armory large, small, bunker large, small, cellar large, small, and etc. So I'm gonna pick armory large. So now I've got the basic I've got the basic room here. So let me just go down, and when you've got it, you click and it makes a room. And then you can keep going if you want to make more rooms like this. So I've made 3 rooms. If I'm making a game, I think 3 rooms are enough. And now in a lot of games they have tunnels. Now fortunately in FPS Creator you can make tunnels too. So how do you make tunnels? You need to go to segments, which is right on the right side of prefabs in the menu section. You go there and you click add new segment, and again you get a list like this. So when you make a game in FPS Creator, except for prefabs, in other options you get to make 2 types of games, either sci-fi or World War II. So I'm gonna go with a little bit of sci-fi, and I'm going to pick corridors, and you get a list of corridors you can pick. So I'm gonna pick access corridor, and as you can see I'm going to start building my tunnel. So keep going, yep, and on and on. And to build a game, when you build a tunnel, if you're gonna go this way, you'll need to add a corner. So again, you go to add new segment, get the corner of the corridor you picked, and put only one corner on there. And then you go back and get access corridor straight, as I said. And then you click rotate. So if you have to rotate the way the tunnel is going. So for that you hold Control and R and you leave it. So as you see, if I keep doing this, it goes really fast. So you'll need to click Control and click R quickly to make you go here. So you keep going with it. Okay, sorry for that. You keep going with the tunnel, and I'm just gonna make it a little bit short here. And you reach at the end of your tunnel. So what you can do is add a room if you want to, or anything else. Keep going with the tunnel. So I'm gonna add a new room right now. I'm gonna put radio rooms on large, and I'm gonna put that on. So it will show up, I think. Yep, it will. Just need some time to make the room. And try to make the room, and try to match, if you see in this map, the green dot with the end of the tunnel. So you'll have to match the door, you have to match this door to the end of the tunnel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this room the same way we did the tunnel. So again you have to get Control R. This time you don't need to go that fast. So then what I'm going to do is see if it matches with the tunnel now. Well, you need one more space up. So what I'm going to do is right click on that room exactly to delete it. And I'm going to put I'm going to go one more space up. So then you have a room here. And you can add enemies and start markers, and that's pretty much how we make a very basic level without enemies and all, etc. Now I'm gonna start adding weapons. So you can go to entities and add just a second. I think it's items. Yep, it's items. But this time, for a change, I'm going to add World War II weapons in a sci-fi map. And if you think of it, it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna pick a Colt 45, and I'm probably gonna. And when you make a Colt 45 or any gun, you need to get the ammo for it. So I'm gonna put probably where's my gun? Yep. I'm probably gonna put 3 of the ammo around, and I'm gonna add one more gun. I'm gonna add one more weapon, and I'm probably gonna add the grenade, as I love grenades. Like they're a pretty cool thing. And I'm gonna add ammo, of course, because ammo is one of the most important things you need in a game like this. So I've added the guns. So and then next thing I do is add enemies. So what I'm gonna do is add enemies here. So again, you go to add new entity, and you're gonna pick characters. And now this time I'm gonna pick World War II characters too. So you get to go to characters, and I'm gonna pick a Tommy unarmed. Well, you can put armed, but I'm just gonna put unarmed, and that would put the Tommy people. And yeah, that's about 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 enemies. And now you basically made a basic game with 1 level in it. Now you can keep making more levels. When you make a level, you click save as, and it saves your level. So now, once you're done making all your levels you need for your multiplayer game, you are gonna go to File and Build Game. So then you see Game, Build Game, Project Settings, Level Settings, Textures, Arena, Build Settings. So now you can put your game project file name, and then you can pick what name your file has to be, like sample multiplayer, and you get to choose your controls. You can click any key of the action and move forward, up, move backwards, down, strafe left, and strafe right, and you can keep making it. And for the weapons, you can allocate to key 1. You can click the gun slot you want. So if I click key 1, which is the numpad, I can give the grenade, and allocate it to key 2. I can put a Colt 45, and etc. So that you can configure it. Level settings. If you have a lot of maps which you want to add, I can make this, and then I can put add new level, and that's a default thing, and I can add official level 1, and I can keep adding more levels, and I can keep adding levels, as many levels as I want for your game. Textures. So as it says, light map settings, texture quality, and this gives examples of how each setting would look like. A game with no light mapping depends only on any dynamic lights in the level and the ambient light level. So with no light mapping, which just says no light maps, it looks like this. A game with full light mapping processes and likely follows shadows based on all static lights. Be aware that this process is time consuming if selected. So if there are no light maps, the game would supposed to look like this. And if there is light maps, the game will look like this. But I prefer full shadow light maps. And when you go to texture quality, I prefer high, but it's your choice for both of them. Arena, if you're making multiplayer. So people first would come to this, and they'd be like, how do this is multiplayer, mainly for multiplayer, and be like, how do I add all this? So you click OK, and you go to File, Preferences, Multiplayer, it'll be single player, you click multiplayer. And you click OK again, and the map becomes red because of multiplayer. And you go to build game, and you have to do it again. But sorry, I forgot to mention it. But before you actually make it, before you build the game, you have to put multiplayer. But that won't affect your map. And then you allocate your weapons, level settings. You add new level, of course, and then you add your levels, and then you can go to textures, full shadow light maps, as I mentioned, arena. What frags is that, like, just like if you play Call of Duty, the amount of kills over the amount of you getting killed. For example, if you've killed 7 people and you've died 5 times, your frag is 2. So you can add options like first to go with 19 frags, or highest frag within 30 seconds, or the first one to complete the objective of killing people, and one shot kills can be available if you want to, and the maximum number of players in one game could be, like, let's say 45. And it's a spawning means if you die, where to start. And I recommend you put random start marker, because if your game kind of becomes famous, and if everyone starts from the same area, everyone will just kill themselves from the start. Build settings, you get to put full shader effects. It's your choice, automatic flow, dynamic lights. And the last thing for making the whole game is clicking this button, build game executable. So then what it does is, a lot of games have formats, such as iPhone games, Android games have .apk. Same way, a lot of PC games, all PC games have formats called exe. You have seen it. So it's building the exe, which is basically the whole game. So it'll be time consuming, but it'll take about 15 to 20 minutes, or even less if it depends on how many maps are there. So, and after that, you will go to game executable folder. It could be anything for you. So, and then you get your game. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Please click that subscribe button, and that will help me a lot, as this is my first tutorial video. And until my next tutorial video, see you then. Bye bye.